Well, I've been asked to try and explain the process I use making videos, so I'll try and keep this as simple as I can. The first thing you need to decide is actually how much time you want to spend doing this. My videos take around about an hour each to create. The equipment I use is simply an Android phone, a small action cam, and a drone. I also use a microphone that is separate. And then you have the mounts that you may want to put the action cam on. So you're photographing with 3 different methods. Shooting on the action cam, I attach mine to my chest on a pendant. It does have some disadvantages, but it gives me a total timeline of the day. So as I turn it on and off, I've got a chronological record of what I've done on that particular day. Then on top of that, I take stills as I go with my phone. Occasionally I'll also take video with the phone, and as I'm in Thailand, you're not supposed to use a drone, but occasionally out in the middle of nowhere on a narrow country road where there's no traffic, I'll use the drone simply to follow me. You need to have music in the background of your videos, so just search for free music for YouTube that you can use without any copyright issues. The workflow is then you create standard folders and copy the work from each of your devices into the correct folder. If you're using an action cam, you probably need to copy it into the action cam's actual software to get it to make any corrections. I use iMovie because it came with my Mac computer and because it's simple, and for what I'm using these movies for, it does the job. You can use much more expensive and more involved programs, so it's your call. I'm not going to try and explain how to use iMovie. There are goodness knows how many videos on YouTube that give you a really good rundown. So go and have a look there and see what you can find and get the basics. And I'm no expert at this at all. So what I do first is I put all my files off the various devices into iMovie. I then download the music into the timeline, which is at the bottom of the screen. I use the same piece of music because each movie runs for the same length of time, and it's a daily movie, so that restricts me to the amount of time each video will run. I hope that makes sense. You'll remember that I've been photographing with an action cam that is generally stuck on my chest. So I have put all these through the action cam software and exported it as one long continual movie. It might run 20 or 30 minutes, might run 10, doesn't matter. And I import that and put it in the timeline as well. The next step is to simply split the timeline movie, the one that's been done all in one, into the various bits that you want. So you cut each of them and make them as long as you like. Don't worry too much about it, because the step after that is going to be to add in the still pictures and your other information from various devices, and then edit it down so it will fit the music. Put the titles on the end, and that's about it. The rest of it I'm going to leave to you. Go and look up some YouTube videos on using iMovie, and the best of luck.